I told you. Thought you knew. I told you. Oh. I had to do it. You know it. I told you. Wasn't even gonna go 10 rounds, baby. Billy Joe quitting on the stool. What it do with the phone? Oh! What's up with GCGBC? His and what? Ruffle Flock of Flame, what it do with the phone? Bears and Cigars, what it do with the phone? MR, what it do with the phone? Los, what it do with the phone? My boy James Levine, what it do with the phone? What it do, Romero Flores? What it do with the phone? Let's work. Oh, I told you. Oh, I told you. Hey, what's up with Clement the Dog? What it do with the phone? Dago, what up, though? Hey, oh, don't you do it? What I say? I told you. Oh. Come on, get this work, man. I told y'all we're gonna go 10 rounds, baby. Hey, 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 hey. What it do, what the business is, man. It's your boy DT3, the Boom Beezy, man. And you already know I'm back at you again with another Boxing Talk podcast, man. Boxing Talk 173, Canelo Saunders, man, post-fight review. And you know I had to do it. I had to do it. It's only right, man. You dig? It's only right that I had to do it real quick. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate that, Los. You see it. What to do with the phone? What to do with the phone? You know what's up. You see it. It's only one guard squad, man. It's only one. It's only one, man. Yeah, man, Billy Ho tripping, but he did good, though. No Holly. No Holly, bro. Billy Joe has graduated from Billy Ho to back to being Billy Joe. He could be Billy Joe now. He could actually have the name that his mama gave him at birth. I give that motherfucker that much. I do. Even though your punk ass quit on the stool, because once you felt Canelo really hit your dog ass, you was like, oh, nope, don't want no more of that. I'm good. Nope, can't, nope, sorry. Even Ben Davison knew this is it. Billy don't got nothing else to give to make this fight any close. The fight was good. It was good. To where Billy Joe really showed, if nothing else, Billy Joe showed y'all the leaks and the holes in Canelo game. And again, when I say I told you, it's not necessarily saying that Canelo was going to win or the way Canelo won. Because I told you it wasn't going to go 10 rounds. I told you he was going to stop Billy Joe Saunders. I told y'all that shit. Told you. Another thing that I told you, if you watch the fight, if you want to have success against Saul Canelo Alvarez, you have to counter the counters. And that's exactly what Billy Joe did. He was countering the counters. He was even catching shit and countering shit. That's how you get him. But guess what Billy Joe didn't have that he should have had, that Canelo has that he didn't? He had no gas. Billy Joe had no gas. To be real with you, Clement, I really did have Billy. I didn't have him up. I had him up 2 rounds before he quit. I did have him up. And then after that, I gave it to Canelo those last few rounds because Canelo was pressing the action. But Billy Joe made even more of a he did what everybody said he was gonna do. Everybody said he was gonna make more of a fight of it than we thought. What's up with Chain with the ice though? Chain with the ice though. What to do with the foe? So I mean he made more of a fight of it than what a lot of people gave him credit for, even myself included. I still knew the fight wasn't going 10 rounds. We was not finna get to the championship rounds of that fight. And that 22-foot ring, I thought he won at least 3 rounds too. I thought he won 3 rounds too, Flocka. I did. I thought he won. You could have even gave him 4 if you wanted to be nice. That 10-10 round, you could have kind of gave it a little even. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, it depends on your perspective. But you could arguably give him 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? He probably did have some PEDs in him. Hell, probably both of them motherfuckers had PEDs up in them. You know what I'm saying? But it still was a decent fight. Decent fight. What I didn't like was the heavyweights. What was them 2 motherfuckers' names? Where my phone at? The 2 heavyweights. The dude that got claimed that he got hit in the back of the head and shit, fell all out, did hella extra shit and all that. Man, Saunders robbed himself. He quit on the stool the moment he felt Canelo pop. The moment he felt that body shot and was like, ooh, shit, god damn. Oh, hold up, man. Hold on now. Now, hold up now. This shit kind of hurt. This motherfucker hit with some real thudding impact. Hold the fuck on. And what happened? Motherfucker quit. Billy Joe, and what I didn't like the zone, which y'all did, y'all zoomed in on Billy Joe's little mouse under his eye like we ain't seen worse beatings on a motherfucker. Like, if you get a little mouse in your eye and say, I can't fight no more, man. I got this mouse, man. I'm supposed to be pretty and shit. Like, bruh, no. I really believe, thank you, Fofe, he couldn't handle the power of Canelo. I think he dealt with the pressure of Canelo really well. Billy Joe showed really good head movement. He didn't get caught with too much stupid shit from Canelo, in my personal humble opinion. He got caught with shots that when you a slick fighter, those are the shots you would get caught with. He didn't get caught with the regular, like the shots that Yanni Yildirim was getting caught with. He wasn't catching Billy Joe Saunders with those shots. Canelo actually had to work a lot more to get some of those shots off. So I give Billy Joe credit for making Canelo work to get those shots off. Where I'm finna shit on Billy Joe is when you got hit by Canelo for real, and not only did you get hit by Canelo, your tank started to dwindle. So now it's like, oh shit, he don't got the gas to go the next 5 rounds, because that was in the 8th round when he gave up after the 8th. So you got a whole 4-5 more rounds to go. You ain't had the gas. You didn't have the gas. Canelo, and Ben Davison, y'all knew, because when Canelo was waving to the crowd like, come on, motherfucker, yep, these my motherfuckers, these my minions, and started walking his ass down, Billy Joe didn't know what the fuck to do. He didn't know what to do. You already know Nuke is finna make a whole video flaming Billy Joe Saunders on the shit, on him quitting on the stool, and how great Canelo is because he made somebody quit on the stool and shit. You already know Nuke finna go in on that shit. Billy Joe should have practiced more power. He should have practiced more power shots. You're not finna, you're not finna pepper Canelo for 12 rounds straight. You're not. Period. I said this to people all the time. It's like, look, I get it. Movers give Canelo the most problems. Movers give him the most problems. But out of the movers, who got real punching power to keep Canelo off of him? You funny as hell, Julio. Plant gets stopped. Plant gets stopped quicker than Billy Joe, in my opinion. Reason why I say that? Because Plant is going to get caught with some stupid shit. And I think Plant is going to get caught with more clean body punches. Because those straight right hands to the body, them lead rights to the body was nasty. Nasty. Plant don't got the power. Yeah, pretty much. That says it in a nutshell, James. He couldn't handle his pop. He couldn't handle the power. Couldn't handle it. And you know why Canelo beat every mover besides Mayweather? Reason being is because, for one, it's Floyd Mayweather, meaning the name. Number two, Floyd knew when to punch. He knew when to move. And not just when, but how to move. And he was looking. And also, a lot of y'all don't take information on these fighters, man. Y'all don't be dissecting them in the process. Floyd was looking at everything he was doing wrong in the fight. He was looking at everything that he had a habit of doing in the fight. And he took everything that made Canelo Canelo and took it away from him. And he took Canelo's greatest assets, which is his pressure and his punching power, and he made it a weakness. He took his greatest asset, him being able to trap you, corner you, all the shit, ripping you with power shots to the body. He took all that away from him. And Billy Joe thought that a 22-foot ring would give him the advantage to do the same thing. And as I've said to y'all before, Billy Joe, and I hate to say this, but I'm just being real, Boo Boo Andrade is not Floyd Money Mayweather. They don't move like him. They don't have the boxing prowess, the boxing discipline to deal with Canelo. Do they have the potential to beat Canelo? Yes. Yes. But do they have the discipline? Will they have the gas to keep Canelo off of him or to deal with him? No. What's up with my nigga Serge? What to do with the folk? Well, see, the thing is, if Canelo would stop being so flat-footed, then he would be more of a pure boxer. Canelo prides himself on being that flat-footed, waist movement, thudding, power-punching Mexican-style fighter, bro. And for Canelo, that's perfect for him. It's perfect for his heritage, all that. How do you beat Mayweather? You outwork him. You have to outwork him. You have to have more gas than him, which is very hard. Very, very hard. Bro, Serge, I told motherfuckers. I said the fight ain't going 10 rounds. If it do, it's going to end in the 10th. Billy Joe is not going to make it past the championship rounds. And lo and behold, the motherfucker didn't even make it to the championship rounds. Excuse my voice for being so hoarse. I coach and I have to yell a lot, so my voice may be. Sugar Ray Robinson will beat Floyd because, for one, Sugar Ray Robinson has equal pop in both hands, and he got boxing skills. Sugar Ray Leonard could beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. because he's a combination puncher, and Floyd don't work hard enough, and Sugar Ray Leonard has the name to where they're going to give him respect. Yeah, Canelo's a straight boxer puncher. Yes, David Benavidez can beat Canelo. Let me tell y'all something. Canelo is beatable. Canelo not unbeatable. He showed that tonight. Canelo not unbeatable. Canelo get hit. He get hit. And he do get hit with some shit that he should not be getting hit with. Because there were some punches that Billy Joe Saunders was in Canelo with. I was like, Canelo, you're not supposed to be getting hit with that type of shit. But luckily for Canelo, Billy Joe don't got the pop to make him respect Billy Joe like that. And that's the thing that I want to see from Canelo now. Because I ain't gonna lie. If he not fighting somebody with the power of a David Benavidez, who I believe got some pop, Jamal Charlo, he's going to box circles around him. Jamal Charlo is stylistically, prototypically made for Saul Canelo Alvarez. So all you dumb motherfuckers, you Chris Mechanics, and what was that bald head, light-skinned, piss-colored nigga on the zone? Won't know what the fuck his name is, but they got that little show, and your ass gonna talk about how you want to see Jamal Charlo fight Canelo. So you want to see Canelo just beat the fuck out of somebody, right? Because Jamal Charlo too fucking flat-footed. And he gonna be sitting there eating body shots all motherfucking day long. He stay in the high guard. His defense is the high guard. So he gonna be catching all Canelo's looping punches all day long. He don't got a tremendous amount of head movement. The Charlos ain't finna do shit. Nothing. At least not with Canelo. I can tell you that right now. They too flat-footed. They too straight up and down. They too boxed in. They don't have nothing special. All they got is natural, God-given speed and decent power to carry them over. But skill set, discipline, they ain't got it. So Jamal, you're capping. Triple G looking for a check on the way out. That's what Triple G looking for. Period, point blank. Triple G not a bum. He just old. They don't have the discipline. Yes, Triple G is still a boxer. And that was the thing. Why would you want a 22-foot ring and you really didn't even use that motherfucker the way you thought you was going to use that bitch? Or maybe Canelo got good cutoff ring skills. How about that? So it don't matter how big the ring is. If a motherfucker good at cutting the ring off, don't mean shit. You can have a 50-foot ring all day long. If I know how to cut that bitch off, if I know how to stop you from getting to your destination before you could even get a quarter of a way there, I don't give a fuck how big the ring is. I don't care. It really doesn't matter. And Canelo showed that tonight, that it didn't matter that he had that 20, 22 or 20, whatever. It was over 20 feet. 20 square feet. And evidently Billy Joe did that because he thought that was going to give him an advantage. And all Canelo did was stalk him. High guard, hands high, cut the ring off, and rip him to the body. Only thing I felt Canelo should have stopped doing was throwing that uppercut because it wasn't working all the time. Billy Joe was slipping under that shit. What I wanted to see Canelo catch him with was the left hook to the body. That's his bread and butter. It's bread and butter. What I wanted to see Billy Joe do was step to his fucking right and throw the left uppercut. The motherfucker sitting there in the high guard, right in front of you. All you got to do, Billy Joe, take your motherfucking right foot, step to the right, quarter turn, throw the uppercut right there all night long for you. All night. Canelo would have been eating left uppercuts all night. But you didn't do that, Billy Joe. You should have been. And then there was this one part in the fight where you was on the ropes, measuring. Throw your left hand, Billy Joe. Throw the left hand. It's there. Throw it. Even if it's to the body. Doesn't matter. Throw it. Didn't throw it. Didn't throw it. When Canelo was waving to the crowd and was like, on your feet, stand up, let's go. And that's the thing, Clement. How you ask for a bigger ring, and you quit. You quit. How? You got everything that you wanted. You got everything that y'all agreed to. And then the moment you face him, now this is where Billy Joe, you on some real pussy shit. Because you said yourself in an interview, you've been waiting for this moment since you were 5. Since you were 5. No, he don't. Billy Joe Saunders don't beat Triple G. I'm going to tell you why in a second. But you don't wait for something since you was 5. And then when you finally get there and you finna go into the championship rounds where people can really see what you made of, and then you quit. So basically, if you were to go to your 5-year-old self and say, hey, man, you're going to quit on the stool in the biggest fight of your career, what you think you'll say to yourself then? He sure did say he would die and then lose it. But what happened? You quit on the stool. You had 1 minute rest. And to be quite honest with you, I don't even think he was that hurt. I don't think he was that hurt at all. What I really think is that you got caught with a punch that you was like, oh shit, this motherfucker can crack. This Mexican motherfucker is getting me. And not only did he get me, this motherfucker got the crowd behind him. I knew, let me tell you something. After the 4th round, when Billy Joe Saunders went to the corner after the 4th round, when I looked at his face, I said he lost already. Because he looked defeated. After the 4th round, Billy Joe looked defeated. He didn't look as confident. He didn't look like he was, oh, I got this motherfucker. If you look at Billy Joe in the middle, in between fights, like when he's fighting David Lemieux, Willie Monroe, and even Chris Eubank Jr., he is super confident in between rounds. Super confident. Even between rounds where he might have got touched up a little bit, he still maintains a certain level of confidence that you can visibly see. But in between the 4th and the 5th round, I could see in his eyes, he lost. It was over. He didn't have it. He's surviving now. Because Billy Joe wasn't letting his hands go because he was too busy worrying about the motherfucking counters. If Billy Joe, if you're such a fucking smart and cerebral fighter, you know he's finna counter you. So what you want to do? And you know what he probably gonna counter with. It's either gonna be a hard left hook to the head, hard left hook to the body, or he gonna throw, or he's gonna assume you finna go for you finna duck under, and he gonna throw that right uppercut down the middle. So you know what's coming. The question is, how are you going to respond to it? Are you going to catch it? Are you going to weave under it? Do you have something to respond to it? And Billy Joe, you did not have enough because you did show early that you had counters for the counter. But as the fight progressed, you were slowly dwindling, slowly fatiguing, and them Canelo shots were adding up on your ass. Adding up. All the way up on you. And then what happened? You quit on the stool off of one good, hard body shot. One good right uppercut. You got a whole country behind you.
Yeah.
Whole country.
Whole country.
And this is what you do. You quit. Whole country. And you quit. You couldn't just pick up the mustard for them. I bet you if that was Toro Gotti, he getting off the stool. He getting off the stool. Tell you that right now. If it's Toro Gotti, he getting off the stool. Hell, if that's any top caliber fighter, really, for real, they getting off that stool. I respect you, Billy Joe, for holding the fight the way you did, because you fought just the way I thought you would fight in some instance. But I thought you wouldn't be as gun shy as you were, but you were a little gun shy. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyson Fury disowned him. I wouldn't be surprised. But you got a country behind you, bro. And if that's how you want to represent your people, what's next for Billy? Retirement. What's up? Raiders. I knew Billy Joe was gonna get put to sleep. That's what I was hoping. I was like, he going to sleep. But he quit. I'm surprised that Billy Joe quit, though. I ain't gonna lie. That I am surprised. I am really surprised that Billy Joe quit. Seriously. I did not expect him to do that. But I did expect him to not make it to the 10th round or fight past the 10th. That I did see coming. Because I know that a lot of you fighters think y'all could beat Canelo, but y'all don't have the gas. Y'all don't have the discipline. Holla. Holla, holla, holla. Holla. Holla, holla, holla. Billy could beat Callum Smith because Callum Smith is too straight and narrow up and down. So stylistically, Billy Joe could be dudes like that. He can. Billy Joe ain't no bum. I ain't gonna say like he a bum, like he just a bum ass fighter. Dude won 30 fights, 30-0. His only loss technically at this time is Saul Canelo Alvarez. So can't be mad at that. But Billy Ho ain't finna fight Boo Boo Andrade. He ain't finna fight David Benavidez. He not gonna fight nobody like that. Cause a fighter like David Benavidez or Boo Boo Andrade will give him fits. Because the punches that he would normally land on other lesser fighters like a Callum Smith, not to disrespect Callum, but fighters like that, he not gonna have on a fighter like Boo Boo Andrade. It's not gonna happen. Fractural orbital. Really? Really? That's what y'all going. That's the excuse y'all finna come with. Really? Because I don't think Canelo hit him that clean, that hard to fracture his orbital bone. Really? The fuck out of here. Get out of here. That's what y'all gonna say? Billy Joe fractured his orbital bone. And then y'all gonna go to a punch that he got hit with in like what, the 7th, the 6th, or the 7th in the 8th round and say he fractured his orbital bone right here? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Miss me with that. He quit. Billy Joe wasn't getting hit enough. He wasn't. He wasn't even getting hit clean enough for his orbital bone to be fractured. Makes no sense. None. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. I'm going to tell you something. All you UK fans, all you UK boxing fans should not be ashamed of Billy Joe Saunders. You shouldn't. You know why? Because our American heavyweight champion was Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and we had that long shit-stained skinny motherfucker representing our country for a while. That's embarrassing. That was the pinnacle of heavyweight boxing, was Deontay Wilder. So that's a little, no disrespect to the UK, but that's a little more embarrassing than Billy Joe Saunders quitting on the stool. For real, for real. And then coming forth with all those excuses that he came with. Like, that shit was embarrassing. And he's supposed to be the American champion and shit. So, but I feel you where you coming from, because he quit. And I've never seen UK fighters quit before. I've never seen that. So I understand that. But I wouldn't shit on him too much for quitting. I shit on him for quitting because he did all that shit talking like he was this hard motherfucker and he'll die and go out on his shield and shit. And he's talking all that bullshit. And then you quit on the stool. Then you quit. Yes, body shots will gas you the fuck out. Will gas you the fuck out. And he was getting caught with some significant body shots. And y'all still got, thank you, Sugar. Thank you, Sugar. Y'all still got Josh Taylor, man. Y'all got Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez coming up, man. And that's for all the marbles, you know what I'm saying? That's for all the marbles at light welter. So, I mean, don't be too sad. Because I think Josh Taylor might, he just might pull it off. He just might pull it off. Real rap. He just might do it. Exactly. I told you. It could be 50, 80, 90. It could be 100, whatever. Canelo gonna cut that bitch off. I thought Billy was gonna go out on the shield too, Sarge. I thought he was. I thought he was gonna go out on the shield. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be a good body shot, or he's gonna get caught with a looping hook, and he was just gonna drop and be like, "Oh fuck, goddamn!" It was just gonna be he go out on the shield, and I'm not mad at him for that, but I don't like him for quitting though. I don't like him for quitting. You know what I mean? I really don't respect him for quitting. I respect the fact that he put up a good fight. for as long as it lasted. But for you to quit, because let me tell y'all something. I give them credit in a sense. UK fighters do got a chin. You got UK fighters fucked up. They do got a chin. But what I would say is that what Billy Joe did show is that he showed that Canelo can be beat. I really see that. I really see that. I saw all the little holes in his game. All right, Holla, do your thing. He could, man. I need to see the doctor know, because I don't believe that. I do not believe that, because I didn't see Billy Joe get caught with nothing really significant to the head, like really, like, oh shit, until rounds like 5, 6, maybe 4. But like 5 and 6, that's when I started seeing them get caught with some shit. And it was like, oh, okay. But it ain't nothing. If that's the case, Billy Joe in the wrong business. He can't take a punch. He ain't never been hit. Real rap. No, he didn't sit down. I don't think Canelo sat down after round 4. But round 6, I think it was round 7. You're right, round 7. Came out beating his chest and all that shit. I already knew. Canelo finna walk him down and start pounding him. But Billy couldn't punch. He couldn't punch to save his life in that fight. I don't see where his orbital bone is fractured. I don't see it. I do not see it. So all y'all saying that his orbital bone, I don't see it. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Because the only time will tell. And I don't mean what the reports are going to come out with tomorrow. I'm not finna come up with no live stream telling, oh, yeah, you frat. Nope. I'm going to wait. I'm going to let some time go by. And I'm going to look at what Billy Joe do. I'm going to look at how he's taking care of his eye. All that. Exactly, Carl. I want to see the motherfucking x-ray. I want to see how he's fucked up. I want to see. Felix, I feel you. That's probably more true. If he would have kept going. Now, that's what I would say. What I would say is he probably got hit and he was like, oh, shit, I think my eye might be fucked up. I don't think I should keep going. So he was like, all right, we going to end this. I could see that. But to say it was fractured right off, nah. I think it was one of those, like, if I keep fighting, my eye ain't going to be able to see. And then he was like, all right, we're going to stop it. I need to see an x-ray. I need to get some real info on this. Because I really believe he quit because he just felt Canelo power. He was like, I can't take no more. And he was showing, if you round 6, 7, and 8, fuck everything before that. 6, 7, and 8, you could see Billy Joe decline. Punch output, body language, all that. From 6 to 8, you could literally see him decline. And Canelo just, all right, here I come. Here I come. It's my turn now. It's my turn now. Mom, I already knew your ass was going to get some goddamn money. Already knew. Already knew. Already knew. I'm going to check the post-fight conference. Because in the post-fight conference, it's going to tell you shit too. It's going to tell you, like, what's real and what's not. And if he really fractured it, did he say it in the post-fight conference? Did he say it then? Did he? I don't want to hear what some fanboys may say. Not to disrespect. I want to hear what Billy Joe say. Did he really fracture his shit? I want to see an x-ray, doctor note, all the shit. That's what I want to see. Real rap. I don't have time for speculation. I don't appreciate speculation. I don't do speculation. Real rap. Good for him. Good for Chris. What's up with Bakar? My boy. Abdul Ali. For real. Somebody email me the x-ray. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got the doctors in the building. Dr. Yosef says Inoue orbital bone was broken against Nonito Donaire, but he never quit. No, just saying. Just saying. Just saying, though. I felt like, this is what I knew. That 9th round, if Billy Joe would have came out for that 9th round, he would have got punished for the whole round. And you was going to see Ben Davison throwing that towel. If he would have came out for that for that 9th round. He was going to get it. Billy Joe wasn't going to make it. You hella dumb, ma. But for real though, Khalid Plant ain't gonna do shit. Khalid Plant ain't gonna do nothing. Khalid Plant don't got the punching power, none of that. Can he box? Yes, the white boy from motherfucking Nashville, Tennessee can box his goddamn ears off. But he don't got enough punching power to keep Saul, Canelo, Alvarez off of it. He got the skill. He don't got the pop. Billy Joe got the skill. Don't got the pop. Guess what? Jamal Charlo, he got the pop. But he don't got the skill or the discipline. It's levels. It's levels. You feel me? Like Tyson, but real rap though. He's going to shock the world. Billy Joe's going, bruh, check this out. Canelo not Wilder, cuz. Canelo not no one-trick pony, cuz. Who do I think could stop Canelo? David Benavidez or Demetrius Bivol. That's it. If it ain't one of them, Canelo. It gotta be either, like I said, David Benavidez or not Arthur Beterbiev. Arthur Beterbiev, I don't think got the skill set. I think he got the pop, but I don't think he got the skills. He would have to show me something. But I would say Demetrius Bivol and David Benavidez. We'll see. We will see. Because David got pop. David could punch. He just don't got no head movement. Where I think Canelo would get him. Now, I didn't say David would beat him. I say he can beat him. Like I said, Billy Joe can beat him. Boo Boo Andrade can beat him. The question is, will they? And for Billy Joe, didn't happen. For David Benavidez, I don't see it happening. I see David Benavidez posing his own problems in his own right, but I see Canelo getting him out in the late rounds. Body shots. David Benavidez is too much of a head hunter, and his body is there for the picking. And Canelo is, I think, shorter than David Benavidez, so all he gonna do is just use his waist movement and his head movement and footwork, slide in, and just break him down to the body. The longer the fight lasts, the worse it's gonna be for Benavidez, as far as I'm concerned. Arthur Benavidez maybe because he got the pop. Anybody who think Arthur Benavidez don't got a puncher's chance in any fight, you a goddamn fool. You know what I'm saying? So, but Benavidez is too flat-footed, and he kind of does look for one punch a lot, and he's not a combination puncher, volume puncher. So I see Canelo just boxing his ears off. We'll see. Bivol is underrated. Bivol is, to me, is one of the most underrated fighters at light heavyweight, for real. Because nobody really is talking about Bivol like that. Not like that. And I'm thinking probably now they're not talking about him the way they should because he didn't fight in 2020. And, you know, we live in a world of what have you done for me lately type shit. Bivol did look bad last fight. That's why I said if Bivol look like that in his next fight, or he just starts to look like that in his future fights, he not beating Canelo like that. He not beating Canelo like that. Canelo just gonna break him down and get him out of there, break him down to the body. I say it was. That's the only excuse I'm giving Bivol. It's because of his inactivity. But at the same time, his inactivity is his choice. He chooses to be inactive when he should be active or trying to do his best to be active. And he didn't do that. So with that, he's fucking himself off. Man, I don't want to talk about welterweight. Welterweight. I don't want to talk about welterweight. I want to talk about the fights that happened tonight. And everybody's on Canelo. We had some good fights tonight, man, except that heavyweight debacle. That shit was garbage. That shit was straight hot garbage. Hot garbage. I feel you. I feel you, Mob. Yeah, but Canelo talking about moving up to 75. Gudovich retired. Gudovich is retired. He don't box no more. He retired after he fought Demetrius. I'm not Demetrius Bivol. He retired after he fought Arthur Benavidez. What's up with PJ though? What's up with my nigga PJ? What it do with the folk? Where is that nigga Jedi? That motherfucker said he was gonna pull up. Where the fuck he at? Yeah, he retired. He retired after he fought Arthur Benavidez. Hey, let me tell you something. The only person that might, and I'm speaking to Gabriel, the only person that might be in position to fight Canelo out of these two is Terence Crawford. Errol Spence ain't fighting no Canelo. Errol Spence will get battered. Errol Spence too fucking. It'll literally be like Errol Spence and Yanni Yildirim. I know disrespect to Errol, but that's what it would look like. That's literally what the fight would look like. Everybody like, you don't compare Errol to Yanni Yildirim. They both hella flat-footed. They both don't really move their head. Errol move his head more than Yanni Yildirim, yeah. But they both are flat-footed. They don't really got no bounce to them, and they are there to sit in front of you to be hit. And they both like to bang. And Canelo is the type of dude, if you want to stand there and bang with me, we can motherfucking bang. We'll see. We could see. We could see. The Gooey Smoogie, he said the catch weights. Said the catch weights, Computerol, rehydration clause, gift decision king has won again. Billy Joe Saunders wasn't going to get the decision anyway, even if he actually did finish the fight. Very true. Very true. But regardless, the way that he was fighting up until he lost, he fought a good fight up until he quit. You know, so. Meanwhile, Crawford walk around at like 175, 180. You know what I'm saying? And I know Canelo walk around at damn near 200 fucking pounds and shit. So, I mean, it's not a fight that I'm going to say like Canelo going to wash him. You know what I'm saying? Because both fighters are 2 pound for pound fighters in a Canelo and a Terence Crawford.
two are both high level pound for pound, top 5 if not top 2 pound for pound. So it to me it'd be something to see. It'd be something to see. Earl ain't that young. Earl, what, 33, 34? Yep. Billy Joe asked for a 22-foot ring and gassed himself out trying to move too much. Yes, Canelo is younger than Errol Spence. Canelo is younger than Errol Spence. He's younger than all the dudes that got belts at welterweight right now. All the dudes that y'all talking about at welterweight fighting Canelo, Canelo younger than them. They older than Canelo. And what makes it funny is these dudes is older than Canelo, and Canelo is younger than them, but Canelo has done more in the sport of boxing than them. And he younger than them. And still can. He doesn't have to at this point, but he can still strive for more in the sport. You should be. I mean, I wouldn't be hella disappointed like that. You know what I mean? But you have a right to be disappointed that he quit though. Earl is not 25, cuz Earl like 30 something. Earl is not no ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. That man said he 25. Hold on, cuz. What did Gooey say? Errol Spence is a lot older than that, cuz. He ain't no 25. I'll tell you that right now. He 31. He 31. So he's a year older than Canelo. He's 31. What's next for Canelo? If he beats, not if, but when he beats Khalid Plant, he gonna go up to 75 like he said he wouldn't do. And he probably gonna try to unify at 75 or win or become undisputed at 75, because you gotta think. Let's say Canelo becomes undisputed at 168 pounds, right? You have Arturo Benavidez and Demetrius Bivol and Joe Smith Jr. at light heavyweight. Joe Smith Jr. and I think Arturo Benavidez is finna fight, or Demetrius Bivol finna fight, and then the winner of that is gonna fight, and it's one of those three fighters is gonna end up becoming undisputed at light heavyweight. And I think by the time we have an undisputed at light heavyweight, Canelo gonna be undisputed at super middleweight, and then it's going to make sense in the time. It's gonna make sense, and then he's going to move up and fight for undisputed at light heavyweight. That's what I think he's going to do. Anything other than that, in my personal opinion, is a waste of time. I told you niggas. I said, bruh, this shit ain't going. That shit ain't either. It's not going 10 rounds. It's going to the 10th. And bruh, Billy Joe ain't finna do shit past 10 rounds. Period. Told you niggas. Told y'all. My folks is in the building. What's up with Will Cash though? Nelly Bow. What it do with the foe? Dragon Leg. My brother from another mother. My nigga Deuce. Craig Smith. Cranky Force 18. What it do with the foe? What it do with the foe? Hold up. Hold up real fast. If you got some time for my nigga Deuce, it's for my nigga Deuce or PJ. Deuce, PJ. Oh, Red Glove. UGC in the building. Deuce, Red Glove, PJ, and even what's my nigga name? I forgot my homeboy name. I'm surprised he ain't popped up. My bad for forgetting your name. I'll remember him and I'll tell you.
But yeah, man, slide on this thing, man. If you got some time for your mind, slide on this son bitch. For sure, Red Glove. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Andrew up in here? I don't see him. Where he at? I don't see where my boy Andrew at. I don't see him in here. The comment section is treating me dirty. Well, appreciate that, Nelly. Okay, for sure, Dragon Leg. Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Andrew Tucker, man. My bad, I couldn't pop up on your live. I saw you was live, but I was super excited and I had to go live. And I was on Boxing Jedi's channel earlier when he was live, right before the event started. And he was like, "If you go live, I'm gonna pull up. I'm waiting on you, Boxing Jedi, to pull the fuck up." May the force be with you, my brother. But yeah, Canelo should fight at 75 after he becomes undisputed at super middleweight. After he becomes undisputed at super middleweight, I think he should move up 75, fight for undisputed at 175, and then go from there. What it do with the folk? My nigga Mob, Red Glove. What it do with the folk?
What it do? Hey, I'm not gonna stay on too long because it's getting late. I gotta get to bed, but I do want to say this. Congratulations. Well, first off, thank you to Boom Man. Let me start that there. And salute to Gun Rights Mafia as well. I just want to say, in regards to what you were saying about becoming undisputed and moving up, I think that's a good legacy move. If he were to become undisputed at 168, I would like to see a little bit of a reign, but if he moves up, I'm not mad at that. And even if he doesn't become undisputed at 175, I mean, it's still, I think he could get some good wins there, but if he were to become undisputed 175, I mean, and this coming from somebody who does not really care for Canelo, we're talking about greatness. I'm not going to deny the man that. So congratulations to Canelo on his win tonight. He's one step closer to achieving undisputed, which is not easy in today's boxing landscape. And thanks for having me again, Boom.
All good, bro. All good, Red Glove. Appreciate you for sliding by, bro. Always a pleasure to have you. You already know you're always welcome. One of the first ones, if not the first ones, to ever be on a live stream with your boy.
I appreciate that. Next time I'll definitely try to be on longer.
Got you. It's all good, Red. All good.
Well,
for peace. Cranky Force, I don't think I think he's too small for cruiserweight. And somebody asked me, do I think that Canelo was too small for Flock of Flame asked me, isn't Canelo too short for 175? He already competed at 175. He might be too short, maybe, but he got the size, he got the width, he got the girth size-wise to fight at 75. So I think he can make the weight, no problem, but will he be able to sustain at 175 is my thing.
Hey, look, a great YouTuber told me, and this is shout out to my nigga Deuce and shout out to my nigga Boom. My nigga Deuce said if he beat Vivov, you gotta put your hat off to him. So until he beat Vivov or until he beat Better Biev, I guess we gotta continuously see this reign of what he gonna do until he get up there. So, I'm just glad that he beat the man in front of him, which he took another belt, and you can't be mad at that. You gotta give up his props. You feel me? Because this is what we talked about. We want the people to fight the best, and at the weight class that he at right now, he fighting the best man that he could fight until he gets to undisputed. So I guess we gotta, wait for this to come around, for him to get done with 168, for him to go up to the person who y'all want him to see him fight. So
right, and that's what I don't like, bruh. Like Billy Joe is a top fighter, top tier dude. He ain't no bitch boy. He ain't no bum. I just didn't like how Billy Joe quit. That may put, his career in question now because he did all that, and then when you get the opportunities for big fights, you fuck it off like you've done 2 other fights, and then you get in this fight, and then you face some adversity for the first time in the fight, and then you say, "Fuck that, I quit." To where I got people leaving comments saying that you got your orbital bone fractured, and I don't see nothing that might have did that. I could be wrong. Mob, did you see something? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, for real, because I didn't see nothing.
I mean, just the antics in front of the fight. You feel what I'm saying, with the ring shit and the skeptical shit of him. Billy Joe always been to me, and I told my nigga this too. You feel what I'm saying? And I told him that when it comes to Billy Joe, it's always something. You feel what I'm saying? It's always something. I'm not saying that it's necessarily his fault, but just the fact that it's always something revolving around his name just gives me a bad vibe within itself. So everything after that, I just always expect something to happen with him. So the fact that he quit and then he asked for the ring to run, I told motherfuckers, man, he asking for that ring size because he want to run the whole fight, but that shit can only get you so long. And if your cardio ain't 100%,
right,
110%, 120%, you ain't gonna fuck that. That strategy is not gonna work for you. You feel me? It's not gonna work for you. Your cardio got to be up to par. You feel me? You better be running in snow and all that shit, up hills and mountains,
sand,
and
all that shit. Yep.
Yeah, all that shit.
And Billy Joe, and I knew Billy Joe didn't have to get. I saw, like I said, if you watch between at the end of round 4 going into round 5, you see Billy Joe whole face looking like, what the fuck did I just get myself into? And you could see it from that point on. The fight in him slowly dwindling. Those straight right hands to the body. Those uppercuts to the uppercuts he was ducking into his shit.
A lot of the fighters, Boone, this day, they don't go to the body as much as when I seen the old fighters. Like my pops was showing me some old videos like last week of some old fighters because he started noticing I'm in boxing more than what he was, and he started showing me some of the old videos and shit like Sugar and Muhammad. A lot of motherfuckers was going to the body back then. A lot of niggas today, I see fairly like maybe Canelo, Anui, Shakur Stevenson, you feel me? T.O. go to the body a little bit. I see a little bit of the fighters go to the body, but a lot of motherfuckers be headhunting today, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you be getting the fights that you be seeing, because they ain't breaking the people down like the old school. Like, you gotta have a strategy going in there. You just can't be headhunting, and everybody know that knockout sells. So I guess that's the reason why that everybody be headhunting. I get it.
And if y'all know the game, y'all know if you take the body, the head will follow.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what, and the body don't move like the head do. So,
like your boy, what's his name? Edgar Berlanga, or what's his name?
Edgar Berlanga, yeah.
Yeah, he's a headhunter. He don't really fuck with the body too much. That's why I feel like when he go against a real champion, it ain't gonna be like y'all think it's gonna be. You feel me? If he don't learn, that's if he don't learn. You feel me? He still got time to grow.
That's if he don't learn, because and this is what I'm saying. A lot of these fighters that y'all see coming up, and they like 17-0, 16 knockouts, 17-0, 17 knockouts. They ain't fighting nobody that's supposed to beat them. They stack packing their resume. And then when y'all see them in there against the top dude, they get washed. And then y'all be like, y'all wonder why? Because the level of opposition that they fighting ain't up to par. So y'all get so hyped up with these dudes like Berlanga. You're so hyped up with them. And then when they finally scrap with somebody that's worth something and get their ass beat, y'all lost in the sauce. And y'all put all this stock in these dudes.
Yeah, it's a formula, man. And people, it's just like the streets, man. you know how the streets is now, man. It's like flip flop now. Now everybody doing the corny shit that we thought that was corny back then. So it's gonna be the same way in boxing. You feel what I'm saying? People gonna try to go to what is the highlight. You feel me? Instead of doing it the proper way to where you get in and get out. So you know, we got a few boxers that's like that. Like I said, right now I got Crawford, if not Canelo after today. I gotta reassess my list, and then I got a newie, and then I got a newie.
Canelo number one, Mob.
I got a new, yeah. I mean, that's what I said. I gotta go back to the drawing board and do my diligence with that. But I do got a newie as number 3. You feel me? And I know that Shakur Stevenson ain't did too much, but I gotta put him in my least top 10. You feel me? I'm just letting people know that I know that he ain't. You know, he just barely, you know, doing his thing, getting his shine, but I still got him up there because I see greatness out of him. But you know, other than that, I mean, you know, heavyweight is gonna always be what it is. You feel me? You get the right shot, you can knock a motherfucker out. Because I could have sworn not only your channel, Dude's channel, D channel, fucking Mark channel, everybody had that nigga Dillian White winning that fight, talking about he ain't never got his chance, all this shit, and then he get up in there and one uppercut in all that shit. You feel me? So heavyweight is always gonna be what it is, but you know, the lower weight classes is always gonna be my shining glory because I know that them motherfuckers come out, they gonna give you a show and they gonna put their full effort into it. It ain't just gonna be no one shot knockout. You know, you gonna have to work for that shit.
What I do want to touch on before I get out of here is that flyweight fight with Soto and Tokuyama. That shit was fire. That shit. You see that fight? That shit. It was the co-main. It was right before Canelo and Billy Joe. That fight.
You talking about the Soto?
Yep, Soto. Yep.
Yeah. I seen the end of it. Because I was out here grilling and shit. So.
Yeah, man. Takayama was literally pressing the whole fight. Soto was countering with hard overhand rights and left hooks. Nasty. And Takayama was just, it was like another day in the office. He was eating that shit. Didn't get knocked down. Didn't really show no signs of being hurt. Kept pressing the fight. No matter what Soto did to him, Takayama kept coming forward, kept pressing, kept pushing. And even though his punches wasn't really doing nothing because evidently he had moved up from mini-weight because he's a 4-time mini-weight champion. So evidently he moved up to fight Soto, but he put up a hell of a fight. And I got to give respect to the man because even though I knew they was going to stop the fight because he was getting caught with too many clean, hard punches and he wasn't coming back with enough clean, hard punches to make you think like, okay, this guy is going to stay in the fight or he's going to turn the fight in his favor. It wasn't like that. He was getting caught with shit. He was getting caught with stupid shit. And he was getting caught with punches where it's like, hey, we're going to have to stop this because he getting hit. And he getting hit nice and often. And he started getting hit more and more as the fight started to progress. And I'm not mad at the ref for stopping it too much, for real, because I saw that happening. But I still give that Japanese dude all the props in the world for staying in the pocket with Soto, being willing to brawl with him, box with him, all that, and coming up from a lower weight class to fight a killer like that. And for that to be your last fight and for you to go out like that, I'm not mad at it. I felt like he went out the best way possible. I felt like dude should be respected in his native country, and he should be respected in the sport of boxing for being a 4-time world champion and also being willing to move up and fight a guy like Aaron Soto and put up a fight the way he put up that fight. I mean, that fight was fireworks. That fight, to me, out of all the fights I saw from the prelims to Canelo, that fight, Tokuyama and Soto was fight of the night for me. That was fight of the night for me. It was almost gonna be what was the other dude? Other dudes that fought. It was 2 other dudes that fought. UK cat and African cat, black dude. He's trained by He was trained by Virgil Hunter and some other dude, and they had a good fight. That fight almost got turned up towards the end of the fight. So
was it like 5? Wasn't it like 6 or 7 fights before the main event?
Hell yeah, it was a lot of prelims. It was a big card, man. It was a big card, big card. But I do think that the Tokuyama Sono fight that took the cake to me. For me, that took the cake. Real rap. That took the whole cake.
Man, it was just good fight weekend. You know, we got Mother's Day weekend on the same Cinco de Mayo, so everything is perfect. It worked out. It worked out for the best, man. I'm about to win some bread for these next few months. I'm looking at these fights on William Hill. Oh my God, Ramirez! I'm about to eat. I'm about to eat with Taylor over Ramirez. Just understand that. I'm about to eat.
You put your money on Taylor, huh?
Yeah, man. I told niggas that Taylor was gonna be Regis when all y'all was talking about Regis before the fight. I told niggas that Taylor
with Regis, man.
Hey,
we fucked with Regis.
Hey, Regis was like 90% pick 'em, nigga. When I went to the casino and I was telling motherfuckers like, man, listen, that English motherfucker, man, he cold. I watched a couple of fights and little did you know. I mean, he got rocked. Got his eyes shut and shit, but he still went out there and banged him with him and won the fight. So I believe that he gonna beat Ramirez. You know, that's just my personal opinion.
And Conway and Casono. That's the one where Casono was winning the whole fight. Get to the 10th round, he get knocked down. Almost got stopped. He still ends up winning the fight. And I'm going to talk about this on another live, not this one because I got to go. But the judges, y'all foul in Texas. Because the judge that scored that fight, because he was winning the whole fight, landslide. Like, dude wasn't winning no rounds. But for whoever scored that fight, 97, 92, Conway, you are a fucking disgrace to the sport of boxing. Because Conway did not win that fight by no means. And for the fact that you actually gave him winning rounds in that fight, you should be fucking ashamed. But I forgot. We was in Texas and dude was black. So I get it. I understand the situation. Y'all got the game fucked up and you got us black folks fucked up because Cassano whooped his ass for the whole fight except when he got knocked down by the uppercut from Conway. But everything else before that, even after that, Sanyo was whooping Conway's ass. So for y'all to give that dude that shit was bogus. But hats off to Cassano for winning the fight. Hats off to Tokuyama for putting up a hell of a fight, being the OG that you was, being 37 years old, being a 4-time mini weight champion, moving up, fighting the current WBO flyweight champion, and still putting on a boxing clinic in your own right. For that, I salute you, and I salute the Japanese culture for breeding nothing but tough opposition. Nakatani is another fighter that I can't wait to see when his up-and-coming fight is Lomachenko.
Salute, man. Everything that Boone said, man. Salute to the Japanese fighters. They be bringing it. You feel me? You gotta admit, they be bringing that shit. They be bringing it.
So I ain't mad at that.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story. A great story. When I was in high school, I had a homeboy named Vincent. He was an Asian dude, and I'm telling you, it was like 6 Mexican dudes that tried to jump on this dude. And I swear to God, I never seen no kung fu shit, but this dude beat up all 6 Mexicans, bro. And they was bigger than this dude. So don't get them Asians and Japanese and Chinese and Filipino motherfuckers twisted, bro. They got heart, homie. They got heart.
They do.
They got heart.
They do. That's why them Japanese motherfuckers, and when them Japanese and the Mexican cats come together, it's finna be fireworks. And that's what we got tonight, was straight fireworks. And I loved every minute of it. Every minute. Well, we'll see. I don't know. It depends on if Boo Boo want to give Billy Joe a chance, and it depends on what Billy Joe wants to do with his career afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we saw Spence. I ain't worried about Spence. I'm not even finna speak on him real rap because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'll speak on Spence when he fight Ugas. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll holler at y'all about Spence. But right now we on this Canelo card. Beautiful card. Shout out to the Zone. Hats off to Eddie Hearn. You did it again. You put up a good fight, a good show. Appreciate the Zone for that. And on that note, I got to slide up out of here. Thank you to my brother Mob, Red Glove Militant for sliding through. And salute to the chat, man. God bless you. We out. One.